This is going to resonate for very few of you, maybe not. I'm hearing the word bisexual. So I don't know if some of you are bisexual or if some of you are switching sides, switching teams, or you're rooting for both teams. All right, but that's what I got. All right, Virgo, let's see. Something also, of course, thinking about the gym. So there's something about the gym as well, or health. Or trying to get yourself together. I don't know, this is like a revenge body kind of deal. Okay. Virgo. Ooh, we have the Three of Pentacles coming out, which is interesting because Leo had the Three of Pentacles as well. But that Three of Pentacles was clarifying Six of Cups, which is talking about you are not trying to collaborate or engage with the past anymore. Especially past emotions that made you feel rejected, or people from the past who may have rejected you, or in the vice versa. So I'm wondering if I'm picking up on Crosswatcher energy for you, Virgo. Yeah, it gotta be. We have the Magician coming out reverse. Gotta be Crosswatcher energy here. This is someone who is kind of mad that you won't fight for them. Yeah, here's the Five of Pentacles reverse. Same Five of Pentacles that was upright in Leo's reading. And somebody was, like I said, disconnecting. They've already disconnected, broke up, and there was no, it was like a point of no return. Like there was no coming back. I don't know if this is someone who thought that if it's like an on and off relationship, this is someone who's waiting for it to go back on. And it's, I feel like I don't see it turning back on. Okay, I don't see the vibe, the connection going back to what it was. All right. Yeah, it really feels that way. Like someone, I do feel like there's regret here. Like someone who has rejected you or you rejected them. It's like they want to fix it, Three of Pentacles, but it's like some of you have disconnected to where you are not trying to fix it. So now someone feels powerless. That could be what this is. Yeah, we have the King of Cups. Again, Leo energy, the reading. Leo had the King of Cups coming out with the Knight of Cups. And it was like, it's like you turning your back or disconnecting, moving on, or, you know, doing the things to move on. Now all of a sudden they may have, I was picking up that they may be trying to step up. They may be trying to be more emotionally mature. Okay, the King of Cups is not emotional, but they are, he or she is very emotionally mature. There's a high level of emotional maturity, or I meant to say intelligence. So this may be someone who's trying to come back and fix it, and they want to show you that they have matured emotionally, okay? They want to be there for you emotionally. They want to take responsibility. They want emotional responsibility in a relationship. It's not just sex. It's just not a good time. It's not about just looks. Like this is someone who wants to insert the emotion in the connection. And I feel like for some of you, that's what you wanted. I know Cancer's reading definitely wanted that. There was no exceptions. There were no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Could be dealing with a Cancer, could be dealing with a Capricorn, could be dealing with a Scorpio and or Taurus, because those signs were coming out heavily. Could be dealing with the Leo and or Aquarius. Gemini is here. Okay, Gemini, there was a lot of triggers going on, and a lot of truth was coming out, but clearly nobody wanted to hear that. All right, so it could be Gemini and or Sagittarius. But it seems like somebody wants to come back and fix some shit. This Magician with the Five of Pentacles, I was just picking up on, this is someone who wanted to make you feel like you were shit. You weren't shit because you were everything. All right, and this is, you know, they were doing that because I guess they were insecure or whatever the fuck their reasoning is for that. But the Empress was coming out, and it was like someone, like imagine being the Empress or the Emperor and someone's treating you like Five of Pentacles, like you ain't shit. Look at that. Here's the Emperor, Four of Cups. All right, so interesting. Yeah, now we have Hierophant, Taurus energy, but I also get Sagittarius from this card as well, and I've already called out those signs. Interesting. We have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is interesting because Leo's energy had the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck reversed. So fours. So it talks about foundation. One of many things. It talks about the foundation here. Or this is just simply talking about, going back to Cancer's reading, like you don't want a relationship. You're not giving your energy or time to a relationship, or even calling something a relationship, if they're not showing up like this, okay? Emotionally mature, having emotional intelligence, wanting commitment, okay? Having proper beliefs that align with yours. Everybody putting in their part, Three of Pentacles energy, building a firm foundation for the long haul here. You're not dealing with the manipulation, or you're not going to tolerate someone making you feel like you ain't shit. All right, a lot of you, going back to Gemini's reading, you're not going to make bad judgment calls. You're not going to, you know, make a bad decision with someone. Like, you've been there, done that for some of you, or others of you, Aquarius energy, you have observed the poor decisions that other people have made in relationships, and you're not here to repeat those decisions that people have made. You're not about to be someone's baby mama or baby dad. No shade or judgment to those who are baby mama or baby dad. But for some of you, that's just not for you. You're not going to ignore red flags that I was picking up in Gemini's energy as well. You know, people say a lot. They say one thing and do another. So that's where I'm getting the Gemini energy from. Like, you're not going to believe people's words anymore, okay? You're believing actions. So I'm going to break this down further in the extended. It's interesting because I said in Leo's energy, it was just clear cut and dry. Like, I didn't really have much to clarify. Like, in the cards that I did clarify, only one card. I only used one card to clarify. It was like I didn't, like, energetically, y'all didn't have much to say. Like, you don't have tolerance, right? You have very little tolerance, or you're dealing with people who give you one-word responses, or they don't communicate properly, or they don't, they don't communicate properly. They give you one-word responses, or it's like some superficial conversation that you can't even work with. Like, you can't, you know, somebody just say, like, everything that someone says possibly is always like a conversation ender. There's no way to revive the conversation the way these people be talking or texting or whatever the fuck, communicating. You know, it just making you feel like you ain't shit. So that's the vibe, okay? And I say all that to say, it feels like this is the vibe with you too. Like, it's just clear cut and dry. Like, it's dry as shit, and it started getting dry in Leo's reading. Dry as hell. Honestly, it started getting dry in Cancer's reading, because Cancer's energy, okay, whether you have Cancer placements or not, was literally on some sexual discipline type time. A commitment was made to either yourself, or some type of standard was created, established, and somebody, you know, energetically, you guys are standing on establishments, you're standing on business, right? And so the things got dry. I compared it to like you going online shopping and you have something specific in mind, and you put the color in, the size, whatever the fuck else you put in, and it's like your result box comes up 0, or it comes up 10 items only 10 items in this store has exactly what you want. But the standards for some people, the standards that they had, the results they were getting back was like 0, 1, maybe 2, basically in terms of what you're looking for in a partner, what you're looking for in a relationship. The results are coming back 1, 2, 3, very few. And I think that's what's happening. Some of you, you may be abstinent or celibate, right? For my extremists, okay? Welcome to the club of extremities. And you're like, yeah, I'm only it's premarital sex. I'm not engaging in any premarital sex. Your results now in the dating world, or people being interested in you, or people sticking around, now goes to 1, 2, maybe 3, or 0. Like, there's some type of standard or some type of promise that someone made to themselves. I am never dealing with a motherfucker with do-rags ever again, or somebody who is skinny, or I am not having premarital sex ever again, or I'm not dealing with someone who has kids, or I'm not dealing with somebody who's fat, and it's like the results it's like going down. It gets dry. All right, something's getting dry. And when I talk about dryness, it reminds me of Capricorn energy there. Definitely. All right, some of you may be into older men and or women. We do have a lack of respect coming out, so that may be the one thing that you're not tolerating here. Someone that doesn't respect you, and the Hierophant is respected. Energetically, that energy is respected. Absolutely. So you're not dealing with anyone that shows you any morsel of disrespect, whatever disrespect means to you. Asking for an abortion, so that kind of plays into the premarital sex thing, for me, at least, you know, for me, in my mind, and how I'm about to interpret this here. Some of you are just like, if I feel like I have to get an abortion, or I need to get an abortion, or is this person gonna ask me for abortion, there's no point in me having sex with this person. That's kind of the vibe. Like, if I feel like I gotta wear condoms because they're cheating, or I don't trust their hygiene, all right, like, then there's no point in me having sex with this person. If I feel like I can't raise a child with said person, there's no point in me having sex with this person, or dealing with this person, or entertaining this person. It's gonna be different, okay? But that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. If a motherfucker shows me a disrespect one time, I'm out. All right, someone's mad you ghosted them. Yep, you ghosted them. Like I said, it's kind of giving me very clear cut and dry vibes. And you may have learned this clear cut and dry vibes from people who've been clear cut and dry with you. That may have been the lesson. You may be wondering, why do I keep attracting people who are clear cut and dry with me? That may be a part of yourself that you needed to reawaken, okay? You needed to accept within yourself. That's why you kept attracting it in others, because you were not acknowledging it within yourself. You already know how that should go. Maybe you don't, but now you do. So now you may have learned from people, I actually need to implement being clear cut and dry. I need to stop playing games with people. I need to, like, it's like people, you're always attracting your mirror. Whether you want to believe that or not, you're always attracting your mirror. So the moment you start incorporating what you keep attracting, even if it's like negative, right? You got to acknowledge something negative within you so you can stop attracting negativity as without of you, right? As without, as within, as without, right? You keep attracting people who are clear cut and dry, don't have time for you. Now, if you implement that in your own life and you are no longer available to others, right? You are clear cut and dry with them. It's like a shift in energy. Like, there's something within you, right? But I'm not, someone is mad they have a small penis. That kind of goes back to Leo's energy. I was definitely getting weak sex. I was getting weak sex and Cancer's reading as well. But this is also somebody who was playing games with you, trying to make you feel like they ain't shit, right? Because they attracted you and you are the Empress or the Emperor. That's what was coming out in the previous energies, right? So they attracted you. Again, you're always going to attract your opposite. So if they're attracting Empress or Emperor energy, meaning this is someone who has the whole package, meaning this is someone who is confident, self-assured, self-efficient, sufficient, okay, and whatever the fuck else, what does that say about them? They need to implement that within themselves. So basically, someone who is treating you like shit is because you are everything. You're the opposite. They personally feel like shit. And then they're attracting somebody who is the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so they try to tear you down, when really it's a reflection of what's going on as within. Like, this is basically someone who's insecure. And so they try to make you feel insecure, because they feel like, this person, you are out of my league. How did I get this person? So let me try to put them in my league by tearing them down, because I personally feel like I tear myself down, whatever. So somebody is mad that they're unable to read you now. That goes back to Leo's energy. So you could very well be dealing with a Leo here, an Aquarius, but someone is unable to read you. They don't know how you feel, what you're thinking, what you're doing. They don't know how to approach you. They don't know how to come. They just don't. They don't, because some of you have changed the energy. You're clear cut and dry now. You are clear cut and dry now. You're matching. I don't want to say you're matching the energy, but I feel like I guess we can say you're matching energy. So they're mad that the grass isn't greener on the other side. Leo had that card as well. All right. And lastly, someone is resentful towards the fact that you won't argue. And again, Leo's energy has someone who's mad because, why weren't you fighting for me? So somebody's resentful that you won't argue with them, because you were too busy ghosting them here. You're just not tolerating disrespect. And clearly, this is someone that you don't see a future with, okay? With the asking abortion thing, to me, that just means you don't see a future with someone. Like, again, like I said, I'm not having sex with anybody if, well, for one, premarital sex I don't get into. Like, I'm nah. But if I am having sex with you, it's with intent and purpose. Like, if I don't see that you are going to be a good father, there's no point in us having sex. Like, if I don't see myself with you, there's no point in me having sex. That's just my mentality. Others of you, you have sex, it's casual, it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, apply it how you apply it, right? Like for me, it would be premarital sex. I don't get into that, right? I'm not having kids with you if I don't see myself, I don't even see you as a good parent, right? Or capable, you know, whatever. That's just kind of what I'm getting. Not sure if this is new love coming in either, though. I wonder, what is the Four of Wands? Oh, wow. Damn, that's too much. Four of Wands is giving Hermit, so it's definitely someone can't read you. Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. For real. Hermit, nobody knows what the Hermit's doing. All right, energetically, no one knows what the Hermit is up to or doing. So I don't know if this is someone who, I don't know if they feel like you have moved on for real. Like, I feel like this is Crosswatcher energy. And someone's reflecting, or someone is nervous that you're going to move on with someone else. Three of Pentacles, because again, that Three of Pentacles was clarifying in Leo's energy, the Six of Cups reversed, meaning you are no longer engaging with the past. You were no longer open up to the past. You didn't care about the memories or history. You weren't investing in it or this person, right? So where's that Three of Pentacles going? Then the Six of Swords came out, which lets me know, and then the Wheel of Fortune, right? So you're obviously going somewhere else. You're obviously moving on. And now the Three of Pentacles is coming out in this reading. This to me makes me feel like this is someone kind of in La La Land, like, oh no, what if the Virgo moves on with someone else? What if they already have? And I don't know. What if they've already moved on? What if they're going to move on with somebody who's going to give them everything that I didn't give? Something like that. Because when you argue, that's why someone's resentful that you won't argue, because when you argue with someone, especially someone who is in Leo energy, whether they're Leo energy, like they have Leo placements, or they just operate in their ego, you arguing with them, that's a clear indication that you still care. And that's enough for somebody. Like some people like negative attention, because at least they're still getting attention, right? But you're not arguing with them. You're not giving them attention. You're being stingy with your energy. You just disappeared. You ghosted them, which is a true, that's what the Hermit is. That's a ghost. Virgo, you are a ghost. What if? So I'm actually, do I want to extend this? Someone does have a small penis, and I keep picking up on small penis energy, and they're devastated by that as well because they can't digmatize you. Yeah, they're mad about that. That Five of Wands fell right on the small penis card. Swear to God. I'm telling you, Five of Wands fell right on top of this small penis card. So somebody's really mad. Magician, like they're mad their penis doesn't have power to digmatize you. Here we got the King of Cups trying to come out, which is interesting because the King of Cups is right here. It also feels like someone may be trying to overcompensate as well, or there's an insecurity that somebody was dealing with, and so they tried to take it out on you and make you feel like shit to make themselves feel better because they know they have some type of, in their mind, they feel like they have a deficiency or lack, an insecurity. So it feels like someone may be concerned that you're moving on with someone else, but they don't want you to, so they may be trying to step it up emotionally, give you what you want, in other words, for some of you, because whatever they were doing to try to manipulate you, play games, disrespect you in hopes that you would fight for them or chase them or like put them on a pedestal, even though they had some type of lack. It's like they wanted you to prove yourself to them. Like imagine like an ugly girl being with a really handsome guy. Like she's gonna start some shit just to make that guy prove that he really loves her. Because deep down, or maybe not deep down, but deep down, she knows she's not attractive. And she doesn't, quote unquote, according to society, deserve that attractive man. So this is somebody who's a man and he has a small penis, and then he attracted a very attractive woman. That's his insecurity. I got a small penis and I have this very attractive woman here. Let me try to make that woman prove herself so I can feel better about my insecurity. And someone is realizing that that's not working, it won't work. And so they may be trying to come in Knight of Cups energy, going back to Leo's energy, Knight of Cups with the King of Cups. Now they're going to open up emotionally because, or come in with emotional maturity and emotional intelligence. They were going to be intimate because it's like they're not going to win playing these ego games with some of you. And I was picking up on games in Aries reading already. They're not going to win playing these fucking games. Basically trying to get you to prove that you really fuck with them. It's just not going to work. All you're going to do is push the person away. Like example, like the ugly girl and the attractive man. All you're going to do is push him away into, like, you're going to create the very fear that you had all along. You're going to create your insecurity, your trigger, your trauma, your Chiron placement. You're going to trigger that. You're going to make something happen, magician energy, which you've been trying to avoid all along, magician with the 5 of Pentacles. You've been trying to avoid this energy, trying to make someone feel this energy to make yourself feel better, and it's not working. So you're just going to get ghosted. You're just going to push that man into some attractive woman's legs. You're just going to push that woman, that attractive woman, on somebody with a big D. You're only going to manifest the very thing that you fear, especially when you play these goddamn games. It's like an energy where, you know, you attract someone that everyone wants, but that everyone, the person that everyone wants you. Be all right with that, accept that, try to build some confidence around that and keep it pushing and be happy. Live your fairy tale, right? But you getting insecure because everybody wants that person. They want you, but you're worried about everyone wanting them. And then you keep playing games and doing dumb shit. You're only going to just push that person away into the very people that want them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This energy kind of feels like I'm going to just leave it like this. I'm not going to extend it because it just doesn't feel like it needs to be extended. It just feels like, yeah, look, Leo energy. Oh, no, that's the devil. Damn. Damn. Thought it was Leo energy at first. I saw the little flyer and I thought it was the line coming out, but it's a whole devil. Capricorn. I don't know if someone has maybe Jupiter in Capricorn, possibly natal, progressive, solar return chart. Maybe y'all have that energy in a synastry chart, maybe a composite chart if you know what the hell I'm talking about. But somebody has some type of, maybe they have Jupiter. Yeah, like I said, Jupiter and Capricorn, like they have a lesson there. Jupiter is about lessons, teacher, lesson, student. And I look at the King of Cups as Capricorn energy as well. So that's very interesting, but I'm going to leave it here as is. It's kind of like leaving the devil where it is. Leaving it as is for them to figure out, or to, I don't know. Because Virgo, your energy is in hermit mode. So I'm going to respect that. Or someone is mad because they have no choice but to respect you. That could be what it is. Because like I said, the Hierophant is about respect. Damn.